Have you ever had a form on your website that someone filled out and then you realize you never got back to that person? Hey, I don't care if it's an old-fashioned contact us form in an old-fashioned, what I call old-fashioned website, where you have a tab that says contact us for more information, even if you have that, but you've never followed up. Has this ever happened to you? It's happened to me. I'm sorry, I'm going to confess. I'm not perfect. It's happened to me. Now, what is that called? I call that a missed opportunity. Someone was interested. Someone took the time to say, hey, I'm interested in your product, services, and solution, and I'd like you to contact me. And then never heard back from anyone in your company, in my company. Shame, shame, shame. That's what we're going to talk about today. How do you automate your marketing to make more money? Welcome. This is Evie Hernandez, and I'm a strategic growth speaker at Bizniversity.com. And every week, I think about the problems, issues, and concerns that I have had as a business owner, and I listen to the problems, concerns, and challenges that business owners like you, speakers, authors, coaches, consultants, course creators, marketers, VAs, business owners of all industries have. And I say, how did I tackle this? How did I succeed? How did I overcome this problem, this challenge? So today we're going to talk about automating your marketing. Because whether it is that someone did complete that contact us form, or whether it is that you have an irresistible offer on your homepage, or a pop-up form, or an inline form, or an announcement bar, in any way, shape, or form, that you have some type of form where people are interested and you do not reply, that's a problem. And that's what I want to address today, because there is a gap, there is a hole, there is a need in most people's businesses that I've noticed. And this is it. Follow up and follow through. For a long time, I've been talking about this. However, now we have less of an excuse to have this as a problem. You know why? Very simple. Because now we have marketing automation. So we should not be having this problem. So you may be wondering, Evie, marketing automation sounds like technology, and technology drives me crazy. I'm afraid of it. I don't know technology. I barely can handle my website. Maybe you do it all yourself, on your own. Well, whether it is that you are using a WordPress site, whether you're using a course creator website like me, I use Kajabi, or whether you are using a free site that you decided to put your domain in. I don't care what it is. All of them come with the ability for you to create forms. And you can create irresistible offers. So even if you don't have a website and you want to grow your business, you may create a lead capture form, or sometimes called a landing page. Like, for example, if you have Constant Contact, which of course, by the way, I'm proud to say that I use Constant Contact, and I am a partner and a solution provider, meaning I sell and promote Constant Contact for over 12 years. If you've heard me speak before, you know that by now. Well, in Constant Contact, I don't even have to have a website. I mean, I could, because now Constant Contact offer websites too, but I don't need a website. I can develop a lead capture form where I have an irresistible offer and someone signs up and they automatically go into my constant contact dashboard. Now, it's happened to me, and I said it just a few minutes ago, where someone has requested that irresistible offer or even that old-fashioned contact us form, and they never heard back from anyone. Why? Because we have not leveraged marketing automation. So whatever you may have, whatever you may have used or are using right now, you can very easily automate your marketing. So what am I talking about specifically? Well, as I mentioned, from simply thinking about the very, very simple, let's say, the very simple contact us form, you can create a quick either thank you page or a quick reply. You know, like even with free email providers like Gmail, you can do some type of quick reply that you may want to do, but people want to be acknowledged. And I know because this has happened to me as the consumer, and I've unfortunately done it to other people. What does that mean? That means that we are losing out and people are feeling like they're not being acknowledged. And like maybe they think, oh, well, they might have too much business. They don't need my business, right? And that may not be true because maybe you do need that business. You do want to attract that business, right? But you're missing out. So today I want to dive on the surface. I'm actually going to touch the surface because we are starting something that I'm very excited to announce that I'm doing, and that is the Automate to Accelerate Challenge. That's right. I want to challenge you to automate your marketing. Why do you want to automate your marketing? Because I want you to accelerate your marketing. I want you to accelerate your growth. I want you to experience how you too can automate your marketing to where you are allowing marketing automation to practically sell your products, services, and solutions. How would you like that? I mean, imagine you simply creating an irresistible offer. Let's say you're an author and you have written a book and you'd like to start promoting and upselling that book. And you think, you know what, I'm going to listen to Evie and I'm going to give away that first chapter for a few pages. You know, even in Google and Amazon, they give you a little tasting of a book before you buy it. So you can do that on your website. Yes, absolutely. So you decide that you're going to grab either the first chapter or a few pages and offer it in the home page of your site. And you decide you're going to do an inline form. An inline form, it's right there when you visit your site. Because perhaps you're like my beloved life partner and love of my life, Gabriel, who hates pop-ups. So you say, I'm going to do an inline form. It's less bothersome, right? Less complicated. So you could do it if you know how to do it yourself. And most of these forms, like in Constant Contact, what you have to do is create it in the dashboard in Constant Contact, take a snippet of code that it automatically creates for you, and just pop it on your site. And it actually even shows you how to do that. So not too much for you to have to do, even if you're not a web designer, or even if you don't have someone who's helping you on your site. How does that sound? So you say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give them the first chapter. And then what happens? You forget to automate it. So instead, you say, you know, I may not get a lot of people. Big problem there, thinking that way. So what I'll do is when I get the response, I'll go ahead and email it to them. You know, that may work if you're really not busy, if you're just starting. But hopefully the whole idea why you did this irresistible offer was to grow your list and begin getting people into your sales and marketing funnel to get them through the buyer's journey. So in your business model, especially if you or one of our clients at Bizniversity, we practice the ascension model, which I like to call the acceleration model, which we'll be talking more about in the upcoming Automate to Accelerate Challenge. You'll learn about that, especially if you are an author or a coach, a consultant, a course creator. So what happens when more and more people start asking you for that magnificent chapter? You're going to start forgetting to send them that. And then people are going to be like, well, I asked for a free chapter, but I never got it. So what are you to do? Marketing automation. That's what you're to do. So you can do it in one of two ways. You can set it up as a thank you page that people just automatically land there. That is one of the ways. And also, you can set it up that they get an email as soon as they complete that form. That begins a process that automatically triggers, and yes, it's called the trigger, triggers that follow-up email to immediately get to that person, and voila, they get the first chapter of your book. Yes, you do have to set it up in advance, but once you set it up, that's all. Set it up the first time. Then that just becomes your marketing automation machine. So you only have to invest the first hours of putting it together, and after that, that's all you have to do. I know, it sounds simple, doesn't it? And that is what I want to talk to you about, and that's what I want to teach you in the Automate to Accelerate Challenge. That it doesn't have to be that difficult, and we're actually going to be doing it together. I'm going to show you how to do it by doing it myself right in front of you live. And then I'm going to teach you how you can do it too, by guiding you and by watching what you're doing through the different daily challenges or daily assignments, if you like that word better, that you'll do during the 5 days that you'll be in our Automate to Accelerate Challenge. So what do you think about that? Sounds good, right? You're liking that. You're like, finally, I'm going to finally learn how to automate my marketing. Yes, finally. Finally, you can really start growing your sales and marketing funnel, growing your business by leveraging the power of marketing automation. Listen, don't feel bad. I've been there. And I've been teaching email marketing for over 12 years now. And I've been an entrepreneur for well over 12 years. And so this has been a gap and something that's been missing in my business. And the more that I work with business owners, like speakers, course creators particularly, I am seeing that there is a huge gap, that this is missing. And this shows up in many forms, by the way. Sometimes I've noticed that people are doing Facebook ads. And they're doing Facebook ads and they're missing steps. They're missing some type of automation so that they capture more. And so that is horrible because they're paying for these ads, they're paying for them, and yet they are missing components. The most important component, which is what happens if someone lands in your website while you're sleeping at night. What happens? The machine should still be going, right? And so that's the part that we're missing. And so what we're going to be covering, and I'm looking here because I have a separate computer here. I'm looking for one of the actual presentations that I'm going to be sharing during the Automate to Accelerate Challenge. And I'm not finding it, but what I want to tell you is that I'm going to be covering all the different types of marketing automation sequences, if you will, that you need to have in place so that you do not miss clients that are interested in doing business with you. Because that is a horrible thing to miss out on those people that were really interested in perhaps buying your book, buying your course, and there was just something missing. Maybe they needed to understand what was the most valuable thing about the offer. Maybe they needed to understand the offer better. Maybe they needed, I don't know, it could be a myriad of things that they might have needed that by you having first and foremost, of course, a strategy. We always say you need a strategy first, right? Maybe that's the first part that you needed. And by the way, no worries because we are going to be talking about the strategy that you need, the roadmap, the system to get you moving from creating all these different types of sequences, starting with the welcome email. You know, there are so many studies that show that by simply sending what could be an automatic welcome email to someone who just subscribed via your website or subscribe to your irresistible offer or to your event or anything like that, that by itself increases the likelihood that you will convert that person into a client and who knows, even a loyal client for life. So you may be missing out. And so during the 5-day Automate to Accelerate Your Business Challenge, we're going to be talking about the different types of email marketing automation sequences that you should have. For example, lead nurturing. And this is why we're going to talk about the buyer's journey and the ascension acceleration model, and why you need to have that to accelerate this process when someone comes in as a suspect, someone you suspect might be a prospect or a lead or a client. What do you do? How do you set up that marketing automation so that you could nurture them from not knowing you to absolutely adoring you? You can do that via a lead nurturing sequence. You can also move them along and convert them through your website and convert them inside the inbox. Imagine you converting more and more people from prospects into clients and then loyal clients for life. Do you imagine you waking up after a peaceful, restful night's sleep and discovering when you check your bank account or your PayPal or the back end of your dashboard that you've generated sales while you were sleeping? Isn't that a great feeling? Absolutely. And guess what? That is possible. It's happening right now to many business owners just like you and me who are properly automating all of their marketing. And so even when people buy one time, have you wondered, what do you do when they buy one time? Do you have a process, a plan, a system to onboard them, to get some onboarding? For example, if you're a course creator, how are you walking people so that they can stay in your course or in your online digital membership? You know, there are statistics that show that a significant amount of people who register for online courses or digital online memberships, however you want to call them, begin with a lot of excitement and then it dwindles. And then they either decide, you know what, I'm not going to pay the monthly because I'm not using it. I don't go there. I don't want it. And sometimes it's because they get confused. They're like, I don't know what I'm doing, or they forget about it. And then when they remember, they want to get out. Well, you need to have marketing automation in place so that you can onboard them, walk them through, and keep them interested and exciting. And then what happens when they leave? Because perhaps they were confused. Well, they felt that it was a great course that you offered, but they're just lost. They feel like they don't know how to get into the groove of things. So they tell you, you know what? For now, I'm going to stop paying the membership. I'm not going to continue because I'm not using it. I don't know how to use the website. I haven't logged in. I feel lost. I'm so overwhelmed. So I'm going to stop payment for a little bit, but I might come back. They're not going to come back on their own, that's for sure. I mean, they may, if they absolutely adore you. But if they don't, what do you do then? Well, guess what you do? You have a re engagement marketing sequence. That's right. So you can begin once again alluring them, attracting them, bringing them back. Because guess what? If they once said yes and they say they still like what you offer and they value it, but they're confused, guess what? You can bring them back. So that is very, very easy to say, and it is easier said than done. But I want to explain to you by teaching you and showing you how you can do that. And that's why I created the 5-day Automate to Accelerate Challenge. And that's why I want to make sure that you come and join me, because we want you to get better and better and better every day. That's one of my sayings, and I want you to use it every day in every way. I'm getting better and better. And so I want to help you so that every day in every way, you get better and better and you grow every day in every way. You grow your business, and every day in every way you automate your business and leverage marketing automation. Yes, because there is a lot that you may be leaving on the table, or a lot of money that you may just be losing, and a lot of clients that really do want to stay with you, but you don't have the marketing automation going to keep them going. And you're busy. There's so many things going on right now, right? I know, because I'm there with you. I feel it. Since the pandemic, I feel that I'm busier than ever. And perhaps you are too. And so that's why I want to walk you through these different types of marketing automation sequences that we all need and want and can use, simply by putting together first a strategy, then understanding where the gaps are, and then taking the time to put it together and improving. Because if you don't get the response that you're expecting, you could always improve, But there's so much you can do. There's another marketing automation sequence that I'm going to be talking about, and that's called the abandoned cart. This you probably have heard of, the abandoned cart. And I want to encourage you, especially if you're doing Facebook ads, but even if you're not, if someone was interested enough to visit your website and go to your cart, what's going on? Why did they leave? So there's an opportunity for you to re-engage them and recover them. And so we will be sharing with you what to do and how you can do it. And that is all in the 5-day Automate to Accelerate Challenge. So please, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Reach out to me via email. And if you just want to find out more, then I want to encourage you to go ahead and visit our website today at bizniversity.com. When you're in bizniversity.com, you're going to see that it says virtual seminars at the very top in a green button. Go there and look for our upcoming 5-day Automate to Accelerate Challenge, because I know it's going to help you. Because believe me, even though I've been teaching email marketing automation and marketing for many, many years, this is something that I am improving upon, and that I've noticed that more and more people need help. And perhaps this is you. So I want to help you, because believe me, once we get this out of the way done, then all we need to do as the days, weeks, months, and years progress, we may tweak it here and there. That's about it. So, yes, at the beginning, we're going to be working hard, right? But it's simple. Not easy, but simple. And so we'll work on that together and then we'll tweak it as the days, weeks, months. I'll talk to you about that too, how you'll have to tweak it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to make sure that you put my email in your contacts, whether it's Gmail, Outlook, or whatever you have. Add me, Evie at Bizniversity. Feel free to email me your questions regarding what I just shared with you. I would love to see your email. And let's get ready. Go to bizniversity.com today and enroll because we are getting ready to get started and I don't want you to miss out. For now, this is Evie Hernandez, Strategic Growth Speaker at Bizniversity.com, saying thank you for taking the time to invest in yourself, in your business, by creating a marketing automation system that will help you grow your business and have financial freedom. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for those of you who are watching on the replay. And I look forward to having you join our Automate to Accelerate Challenge. Once again, I am here to help you. You got to take the first step. Have a great one. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you inside our Automate to Accelerate Challenge. Thank you very much.